Nick is 21, and believe me, they need me now more than ever, you know. And so, like, I'm paying for Nick's school. Thank God he's enrolled in school. He's back on track. And I'm just so proud of him because of all the stuff he went through. And I keep sending him money for his tuition and all the stuff he needs like that. And, I was thinking, I said, I don't remember anybody, ever paying for my school or helping me buy a car. It was different back then in the day, about 100 years ago. And I was like that now, like when we talk about the business I'm in, for instance, the wrestling business, it's changed so much. You get a pair of wrestling boots from Santa Claus, and then you go to wrestling school. And when I first started, there was no wrestling school or nobody gave you anything. And I walked in a dressing room with 8 really big men with their teeth knocked out and cauliflower ears. And if I wanted to be a wrestler, I had to take one of their jobs from them. So it was a different mindset. And when you asked me about when I first started, the first 2 years, that I wrestled, I was making $120 a week. And I was wrestling 9 or 10 times a week, twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday. And I lived in my van for 2 years. So I actually lived 2 years. But that was all part of getting to where I am today and becoming who I am today. And when you talk about hard times, my whole mindset, my whole attitude has changed. Because before, I said, oh, that was bad, or, that was rough, or the divorce I went through was the worst thing ever. And now my whole mindset has changed because now I realize that people are good, life is good, the final outcome and what is inherent in all of us is joy and happiness and love. And when I look at everything in the past that you talk about hard times, all that stuff happened for a reason to make me who I am today. The crazy divorce I went through.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome.
My Twitter, Facebook has been blown up with crazy loose women. You guys have your act together.
Yeah.
I was expecting insanity, but you guys are beautiful and you have your act together and you're in total control.
Thank you.
It's really neat.
So welcome to this show.
Oh my gosh. And why did you just show me beating up my friend Sting?
Sorry.
Oh,
Is that how
okay.
it is in wrestling? Are you all actually friends and you sort it all out between you?
A lot of the guys are, yeah.
How does it work? Because when I remember you in the 80s, and we used to watch it on a sort of Saturday afternoon. And I admired then how old I've been, about, I don't know, 12 or something.
Okay.
It was all the boys and girls loved it, but it was the old ladies in the front row. Yeah, went mad for it.
Because, we didn't want to insult the audience. And we let everybody know that it's predetermined, and we know who's going to win and lose, duh. And so, all of a sudden, all the crazies in the front row, like the old ladies that were mean, or the beer drinkers and the cigar smokers, they kind of disappeared, and the families showed up.
Yes.
And the kids were, and it was okay to cheer for the, good guys.
So it became more like theatre?
Yeah, it was more of a, exactly.
Pantomime, I suppose, in
exactly.
a way. Is there do you decide, right, I'm going to be a goodie, and I'm going to be a baddie? This is what my role is going to be.
Well, sometimes it works that way. Sometimes the promoter or the people involved creatively will decide. But we kind of, take a good look at the person, get to know them, and then, you can tell where their edge is or where the logical extension of their personality would take them. So it's kind of easy.
Now, I want to ask you something. Does anyone ever deviate from the outcome of the bouts before? What if someone doesn't play by the rules?
That has happened. That has happened. And, back in the day, we had a conversation this morning about that. Back in the day, in the 70s and 80s, if someone did that, they would be given a very hard time in the back by the other wrestlers.
Oh.
But nowadays, it's... they just will fire you and do what's politically correct, and there's no rough stuff going on. So
what's changed then in the 30 years, would you say, in wrestling?
In the business as a whole?
Yeah, as a
the business moves quicker because there's so many choices in entertainment with shows like yours and cable and satellite. People have so many different choices that the wrestling storylines have to move a lot quicker to hold the attention of the audience. So that's the biggest change I've seen is things move very fast, like a giant. Well, then 7 or 8 months from now, we'd have the big fight. Right. Well, nowadays, if you have an argument with Andre the Giant at the top of the hour, by the end of the show, you have the fight. So things move a lot quicker.
Yeah. I've got 2 things for you. Firstly, you smell gorgeous.
Whoa. Hey, you know what was so cool? Denise was in the back, and she goes, oh, my gosh, Hulk, you're making my blood pressure go up.
Really?
Yeah.
She really fancied you.
Yeah, that was way cool.
And what's the other thing?
And the other thing is, how much wrestling do you do now? Are you still...
Not much.
Not much?
I'm 58 years old. And I had a couple really rough years. I had 8 back surgeries. And so that little thing you saw me do on TV, that was a few months back, and it wasn't a whole lot of wrestling. Like I said, Sting was my friend, so he took care of me. But in the old days, I'd wrestle 300 days a year. That's kind of in the back, you know, helping with the creative and the direction. So the company's called TNA, and we're doing great.
So, because you're bringing it over to the UK, is it Wembley,
we're Nottingham Thursday, Friday, Manchester, and then we've got the big show in Wembley in London here Saturday.
How many times are you going to wrestle this year and on this tour?
On this tour, I'm going to get involved. Believe me, I've let everybody know it was a last-minute thing that I was coming over. I had another surgery a few weeks ago with a dental mistake that happened. And so all of a sudden I got clearance to fly, and so they put me on the card, and so I'm going to hit Nottingham first, Thursday, and then in Manchester.
Not literally Nottingham.
No, I mean, yeah, so all the fans are really excited, and then in Manchester and Wembley, we're definitely going to give them a good dose of Hulkamania.
In America, it's absolutely massive wrestling, isn't it? It's absolutely huge. Do you hope it will happen like that over here as well? Is that what you're over here to do, to transform us all?
It's huge here also.
It is, but I mean,
it is big. The fans.
So going and you get bored with one thing and going to another, or is it just part of the same thing?
Well, I kind of try to keep reinventing myself, and I've always been very lucky to find the next lightning bolt to jump on, you know. So I was very fortunate to get involved with a lady named Dixie Carter. Actually, a lady is my boss, which is really cool.
Quite right.
And she loves the wrestling business, so this is her dream, her company, and I'm just here to help her. So I'm riding this lightning bolt, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So
Fantastic.
it's like I could hang out forever.
Well, do you know, we could have...